We are in a bye week. Ugh. End of the season. I forgot how much that bowl loss hurt. I thought we were beyond that. Obviously not, though. Alrighty, let's have a good season next season. Maybe as the head coach. That would be optimal. Finished above our target wins per year. Low job security though. And that's the negative. See if we can get some head coaching offers. Are they gonna pick something? Holy shit. So is this the one? I'm like, nah. I don't want that. No thank you, no thank you. Texas Tech offensive coordinator, no thank you. More offensive coordinator stuff. We're gonna be stuck in this OC position again this year. It's not the end of the world. Could be better, however. Let's see if anyone wants to leave that we can convince to hang around for a year. Wouldn't that be nice? Load our way through these menus. Anyone leaving? We got a transfer from Josh Dingle because a coach is leaving. Oh, everyone else is graduating. We're gonna lose some big boys here. Let's figure out what coaching problems we're having here. Ah, we changed head coaches. Curious. Okay. Well, that could cause some curious problems. Can we see my team? Depth chart at all? We know that Dingle is going to get more playing time. So the real question is, that's not what I want to do. How will we be able to convince him to stay with his offensive coordinator, not his head coach? He's only a redshirt freshman. So he's a guy that we could really use. Oh, and we got him to stay. We just have to play him in 9 games. Who else is leaving? Out of our senior class. No one's going into the draft, but we're losing Terrell Frazier. The solid backup running back. We're going to miss him. Rashad Salyer, we're going to really miss him. Remo Wilson, that's another OG that we're going to miss. Herb Carlton, the big boy back of the year. All graduating. We're going to keep some solid offensive pieces, but we're losing our top 2 backs. We almost lost our top 3, so we survive in that respect. imagine nobody got drafted. Let's look at Oregon and... yeah, just Oregon. It's the only one I care about. Calvin Throckmorton, that sounds about right. Justin Herbert, I mean, he'd be a lot higher than the 4th round. Shane Lemieux, that sounds about right. And Thomas Graham Jr., all good players. Surprised he declared early. Must have had a productive season. Does anybody want to transfer here? Yes, a guy from ODU and UCLA. 69 overall freshman power back. And a 73 overall balanced freshman running back. Curious. Speed 79, acceleration 92, pretty solid. How about his break tackle is 73, 72 carrying, 67 trucking, 75 elusiveness, 71 strength. This guy's 80, 89, so he's a little bit quicker but slower to get up to that speed. 71 break tackle, 70 carrying, 80 trucking, 78 strength. We could use a power back. I'm gonna take both those guys in. Obviously, there's a chance that we don't, you know, keep them around for the whole duration of their careers. They might transfer out. So I think we have some decent guys coming in anyways. What can you do? Recruiting. Alright. Let's get this off-season recruiting in. Figure out what we need. Get these big dubs. Currently, what's our class looking like? Before National Signing Day, we have the 82nd class. Let's see if we can snag all the guys on our board. We don't really have anybody up here who is ridiculous. It's not. Oh, David Lacey. Who is this guy? We haven't seen you. He's our highest rated overall, 690 on the deficit. Number 9 wide receiver, 4-star. We got a lot of guys in already this year. We filled our team needs. So we're just gonna put like 5,000 into this guy. Out of Pasco, Washington, out there in the Tri-Cities. If he comes, that might become my favorite Tri-City. We got a defensive tackle and a center. All these guys are ours. I'm just gonna let the CPU figure out who else we want out of that class. Does anybody in the top 100 have like interest in us that isn't committed anywhere? Just that Lacey guy. 54 overall recruit. That would be a big get. Really big get. Almost tempting to just throw. We have 8 scholarships remaining. There's a high chance that a lot of these kids just are already gonna come to us. And having that many commits is big. Regardless, we're gonna try to make sure that we get David Lacey here. We're gonna put it in 8,500. This could be game changing to get a good wide receiver commit. Let's see how we do on National Signing Day. The important moments in school history. Just our second off season. A lot of guys signing. I'm having a hard time reading. I don't see any GUs popping up. There's a UCLA. We get David Lacey. A bunch more guys. Lots of commits. Let's see what happens with our signing class. We were like 83. Oh, that's what I want to do. 83 overall. We finished at 90, so not great. But I think last year was better. But that's solid. And we had 20 players come, so that's decent recruiting in my book. We're gonna be looking for a lot more next year. But it is what it is. With position changes, I don't think we got any athletes that we need to worry about sitting in any spots. So we're gonna check real quick to make sure. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to check our throwing stats. Highest one should be quarterbacks. And let's just check. Ooh, hey foam knuckles. Michigan and Oregon dynasty. I like that Oregon dynasty. It's probably the best team, just in general. I mean, like, you know, I only have some stuff with me that's Oregon themed. Might be driving 5 hours to go out to Washington State tomorrow. Who's our fastest guy? He's a whiteout. Who's our quickest guy? A middle linebacker. Oof. Let's get these guys training. Try to get into this regular season as soon as possible and have a good year so that we can finally become a head coach, since nobody wants us right now. Hell yeah. I mean, there's 500,000 options. Except, I mean, this year's kind of different. The new coaching staff in real life is trying to cut down the number of combos. It's our kicker. It's our most improved. Our kicker and our punter are our highest rated players. Good for them. Let's see how our quarterbacks did. We started Cleveland most of the year, and he continues to be our fastest. He even got a little bit faster. How did his throwing improve? Not a whole lot, but he's not too far behind Deontay Osborne. Still want? Yes, I am from Oregon. Always been a Ducks fan. So last weekend was very exciting, I would say. Oof. This could be a problem. We promised Josh Dingle here that he would play in 9 games. So we're gonna have to hope that we have the room to allow that. Yeah, it's always relatively early compared to the rest of the country, which kind of sucks because like 9 p.m. is a perfect time to stream if you're on the East Coast. But for me, you know, a lot of people are going to bed before I have a chance to get on. You want to help me set the schedule for this year? I'm trying to figure out our non-conference. We are in the Mountain West here with Gorge University. Trying to figure out what teams. What's our overall? Awful. probably the 70s, I think, or the 60s. We're not great. And we don't have great job security, believe it or not. Not scoring a huge amount of points. Let's see. Anybody that we want to redshirt? This guy at a Tacoma. We brought him in for the speed, which he has. But I imagine his low overall means he can't throw for shit, so we're gonna redshirt him. Stay away from Bama. Yeah, we played a pretty bad out-of-conference game last year at Florida State and lost like 70-2. It was not good. Every single one of our running backs has redshirted. That's curious. Alright, let's see what we can do. I don't like necessarily having week 1 be a bye. So we're gonna make our week 4 a bye. Week 1, we could schedule Bama, but we won't. What do we want to do? Where do we want to do it at? Yeah, the Florida State team from last year that apparently is #1. Yeah, they were unranked when we played them. And they demolished us. It was not fun. This is a very unfun game. I'm on Heisman with some sliders from a guy called Boss Hog, who's a Michigan fan. We could play Michigan. It would end horribly. Actually, you know what? Gorge University is located in Oregon. I don't know if we've played any Oregon teams, so we're gonna go to Reser Stadium and play it. Oregon State. That'll give us a chance to win the game and still be a Power 5 team. And then we will play our cupcake. And then let's play a more difficult team. Yeah, I just use Operation Sports, like a forum, which is just, I grab whatever one they say is the most up to date. But he contributes a lot to that. Is there a team here that would be fun to play? You know what? For the host, we're gonna play Old Dominion. And then our conference schedule looks relatively balanced. You know it. We got a chance to win that one. Our non-conference last year was awful. Let's see how awfully I can set up the recruiting board. See if anybody in the top 100 is at all interesting. Let's see. Nobody. So what I like to do is I'll target the first guy for a week, and the fastest guy, which he is, and then the strongest guys, and then we look at our needs and people who actually care about us. One defensive end is all we need. Frees us up to do a lot. We're gonna get 2. That guy's interested. He's a 3-star. And nobody else that's like crazy good is interested in us. Hey, swoosh. Gosh, That's one that I'm having a hard time saying. Swoosh. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to figure out our recruiting right now. I'm just gonna get some boys that like to, or that want to come here, that aren't terrible, hopefully. Higher stars, the better. Gotta get that XP. Hey, thanks, Swoosh. This game is too good to die. Hybrid would tell you that. All right, let's get let's try to find a scrambling quarterback. And then a fast running back. I want to rank. So this guy that, wow. The 102 or 102nd ranked recruit is the second quarterback. That seems interesting. And nobody really has interest in me. That's fine. Yeah. Well, you know, the day that we ever get a new NCAA game is gonna be amazing. Alrighty. Michael Stevens. Considering Ralph Rhodes doesn't want to play with us, that's fine. None of these speedbacks have any interest in playing for us. I'm going to let the computer figure out the rest of my targets, because I don't want to deal with that right now. Nobody likes us. We're going to scout these guys, just do it by overall. Unfortunately, we are not head coach, so we can't put levels into recruiting skills. We started as OC, and we want to become head coach at Gorge University, but that position hasn't opened up for us yet, and no other spots have opened that we really want to take yet. So we're going to play through another season and hopefully jack up our points per game. I think that could be the thing holding me back, since that's how they like evaluate offensive coordinators in this game, is what it seems like to me. We redshirted. Let's do our depth charts. Did I redshirt my quarterback? That's the redshirt option. Did I do that on accident? No. Why would it not let me pick him in the depth chart? Is it because he's fourth? Because, like, Senior Cleveland himself, I want the Cleveland special to continue. Oh, he's just not in my top three. Deontay's gonna switch for Rick. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Shady Brett Raymond and this speedster. Is he quick enough to warrant starting? And did his throwing improve enough to not be so terrible? Yeah. We're gonna give Akeem Cleveland another check. Oh, and then I'm razzled right now. Gotta set everything else. Let's see. Josh is our second stringer. That's fine. This junior, I think he was a transfer, is fast, but we're gonna keep Josh up there. We did promise him we would let him play in 9 games to get him to stay. we're gonna try to get into the third season here. Opening up down in Corvallis against our other in-state school.